I thought I'd get something a little different today at the comic book shop, be a little bit of adventurous, you know what I'm saying? And you know what, I've never read an Archie comic before. I remember seeing them at Walmart back in the day, like near the cash registers, and I didn't know what the hell it was. I just knew it had like this 50s old school look, so I was just like, what happens in each issue? Archie decides to have a hamburger instead of a cheeseburger. Wow. Groundbreaking stuff. But I've heard in recent years they've dealt with the Punisher, they've gone to hell, they got vampires, they got werewolves apparently. It kind of sounds like Riverdale is a small town where, in especially Stephen King stuff, there's a small town, but like one horrific event happens, maybe a vampire moves in. Maybe you do have a little bit of a werewolf problem. Maybe a guy does get abducted by aliens, he's missing for a while, but then he comes back with an unbelievable story. Maybe the devil runs an antique shop. I'm just saying, it seems like Riverdale has all of those things going on at the same time, and then probably just some regular old murder. So I was like, you know what? Let me get this. Look at this fucking dope-ass cover. It reminds me of American Werewolf in Paris. Wrong. Reminds me of American Werewolf in London. Which reminds me of American Werewolf in Paris. And I swear to God, Kid Lindsay legit believes that American Werewolf in Paris is a good movie. And I am scared to revisit it. I haven't watched London in the longest, but this cover is just like, how could I deny it? How could I deny it? So let's just get into the fucking Werewolves of Riverdale, the untold story. I mean, I feel like you're telling me the whole story if you're like, hey, yeah, they have them. Wow. Okay, so let's just get into this. Oh, you can tell by the buildings. And wow, such a lackadaisical approach to, headstone placement. We're a couple centuries back. This shit wouldn't fly today. So, okay, let's get into some shit. Ye charged with acts of witchcraft, Satanism, and lycanthropy. Is that an order of evilness? I mean, yes, witchcraft, probably the worst thing you can commit as a woman. Then we got you worship Satan. That sort of goes hand in hand. But then lycanthropy, I feel like it goes witchcraft, lycanthropy, then Satanism. Because you can be a werewolf for Jesus. I'm just saying, anything is possible. You're not a werewolf all the time. Maybe you're a Mormon werewolf. Holy shit, I need to stop and I need to start writing down these ideas. Also, can I just point out these two fucking kids? Hello? Some people are about to get fucking burned. Can you pay just a little bit of attention? How do you respond to these charges? Well, I mean, if she says not guilty, they're just going to untie her. I feel like once you're tied to a stake that's going to be burned, it's already, I mean, you're going to burn. I mean, even if you get a call from the governor at the last minute, they're like, well, you know how hard it is to like tie twine so securely to support a human body? You're burning, bitch. I don't care what the fuck happens. And her reply is just spit in his face, which, that's some G shit. Like the stake, Constance Jones, total werewolf name if I gotta say. In the name of the Lord, I condemn you to, wait a minute, she's not ready to go quite yet. Can you, and also, wouldn't it suck if you were getting burned at the stake and one bitch is getting all the play? It's like, hey, over here, Barbara, she's got some shit she wants to get off of her chest before, her chest melts into her rib cage. Which is true. Oh, she's a fucking werewolf. Oh, God. And then she starts transforming, and I gotta tell you, okay, werewolf rules, a lot of stuff. Okay, either they transform during the full moon, they transform only when they get super angry, or somebody is wearing a silver necklace, because they're one of those trash people who wears necklaces, or they can change at will. So here's my thinking is right, okay, she's got an angry mob, because when you're about to be burned to the stake, there's no stealth involved. They just get a bunch of people and some burning torches, and they just trudge to your place, wherever you are. So if you're a werewolf, why do you even let them tie to the stake if you can just change on a fucking dime? I'm just saying, maybe Constance here, she's like, look, maybe she huddled up with these other bitches. They're like, look, we gotta make a snap decision. We can either murder all these people, and then we just move to another town, repeat, nobody really remembers our names. Or, and hear me out, this is Constance coming up with a genius game plan. Or, we let ourselves be tied up, we do a dramatic reveal so that we eventually become the stuff of legends, but we risk, being emulsified in flames. Do we do that? Then she made the call. She was like, you know what? It's going to be dramatic, and I have a bit of flair, Constance Jones. She's got some flair. For that, okay, apparently there are some who are watching, who are waiting, and for that day to come, and that day is coming soon, believe me, when we all rise up. God damn. I think I prefer this look over, just like 1800s white bitch. And murder every single one of you sons of bitches. You could have done that. You could have done it earlier. But as I said, Constance, she's got a flair for the dramatic. And I gotta respect it. So she just full on changes. Apparently these bitches were just regular. And not a werewolf. And apparently Nixon is in the crowd. And holy shit, they cannot believe it. But you know what? She did get burned at the stake. And then we cut to who's telling us the story. We got a news anchor for Riverdale. Was it actually a legend? Who knows? But I gotta say, so she's doing this story, the untold story. It needs to be told, apparently. But I just gotta say, I don't know the population of Riverdale. This seems like too good a production going on here. The art department is a little bit too sophisticated. What's the population going down there? Okay? Seems like a bit too much. So she's walking around, she's just talking about how it's been the stuff of legends, the beast of Riverdale. Apparently all the kids know the legend. That just makes, I live in a small town. 30,000 people, so not super small, but I feel like we need legends. And I don't think we have any legends. Kinda disappointing. So what's the legend of the beast of Riverdale? Classic yarn tells us about a young couple who are attacked by a mysterious beast one night. Yep, no mystery there. We know what the fuck that is. But after they successfully repel the monster by slicing off its paw, why does this guy have just like a fucking pirate saber? And again, Nixon is involved, and they see, oh, maybe it wasn't a beast at all. At the very least, alright? They sliced it, he's got a hand on him. At the very least, you got a hairy gentleman trying to cop a feel or steal your jacket. So I feel like you slicing off a man's hand is an appropriate response, especially when we got dudes wearing bows and they're walking around with sabers. No rules. You can slice a hand if you fucking want. So then we see, oh, apparently a bunch of kids have been getting murdered at Riverdale High School. We see all the pictures and the teddy bears and the candles that aren't lit. Like, what the fuck? Who's on candle duty? And I just gotta say, let's pretend there's an afterlife. They don't need any more stuffed animals. They're fucking so full. So full. Heaven is like, there are too many fucking stuffed teddy bears. There are more teddy bears than kids in heaven. There are more teddy bears than fucking people in heaven, if heaven was real. I'm sorry, it's not real. But, so start putting like some good shit. They need towels. They need toothbrushes. They need liquor. They need shit in heaven that's not this. Why would a fucking grown-ass man need a teddy bear? Maybe if he's in hell, but I'm saying these are not flame-retardant teddy bears, if I'm going to be honest. So at the very least, make sure you get that made out of that type of material. But this is just like, come on, flowers, you don't need that shit in heaven. Heaven is roses. Also, I want to give a quick shout out. I feel like the names are fucking on point. In this comic, every name is like, oh god, that's such a great name. Pop Tate, yes. Miss Grundy, makes me think of, Solomon Grundy, but, still a pretty legit name. Moose Mason, Cheryl Blossom, Mr. Weatherby. That's talent, because I buy that those are real people. But apparently, we got some shit going down. We got Reggie Mantle, I don't know about that. School bully and football star Veronica Lodge, rich socialite. If Riverdale is what I'm picturing it, it's not big enough for you to be a socialite. I don't care, she could be a millionaire, and it's like, yeah, but to be a socialite, you gotta have certain things. You gotta have bars that don't have a neon sign. You gotta have bars that have, a plastic-looking bar. I'm just saying, like, Riverdale, I feel like they don't have that shit. They don't have the appropriate things for her to be a socialite. They don't have human slaves being trafficked in. You gotta have those if you're gonna be a socialite. But apparently these two kids have been murdering motherfuckers, and they're doing it while wearing werewolf masks, which is like, oh, even if werewolves aren't real, we got these people doing it. Which I gotta tell you, pretty cool that you're paying homage to a local legend. Also very spooky, especially if, imagine the mask from American Werewolf in London. Somebody wearing that, first of all, very scary. And they're coming to slice you to bits? Shit, I am dead. First of all, if I just see somebody wearing the American Werewolf in London mask, Jesus. I think I've seen American Werewolf in Paris more than I've seen London, and I know that that's wrong, and I know I should feel bad about it. I'm sorry. But if I saw someone wearing that mask, I'd be like, I would stop, because I'd be like, holy shit. That still looks good. That still looks good 1,000 years. But apparently they've been slicing up people. Veronica's getting in on it, and apparently they tried to kidnap some people, but Archie and the gang prevented it from going down. They thought Jughead, which I didn't know that this guy's name was Jughead, so we're all learning here, was Jughead, but apparently they thought Jughead was the one murdering people, but he seems pretty tame about that. I mean, if someone accused me of murder, I would have a full crisis meltdown, because I'd be like, why would they think that? Oh, is it because I have videos recorded of me on YouTube saying that I can't wait to do that? Like, what the fuck? Take a joke. But he says, yeah, how ridiculous was that? Me, the Riverdale Ripper? Which, a Ripper's been done. I feel like we gotta put a moratorium on people calling other people Ripper. Jack did it the best. You're not gonna have a better Ripper than Jack. I'm sorry. Spring Hill Jack. The only thing I'm capable of murdering is cheeseburgers. See, I knew diner food was gonna be involved. You're doing a hell of a job. That's your 4th burger. That's the real horror story. Forget about the kids and the Mr. Weatherby and all those people getting murked. This guy, 4 fucking cheeseburgers? Holy shit. I can't even fathom that. That's too many fucking burgers. They talk some more about that. Doesn't really matter. And then we cut back to this. The lady in studio, she's interviewing this guy called Hiram Lodge, which, I don't know. I feel it's kind of weird when the last names are a noun, but my last name is a noun. But it only works if it's plural. Parks is plural, so it's better than your last name, for instance. So this guy, apparently he bought the fucking TV station because he wants to look into this werewolf stuff, which is like the perfect storm of crazy and rich, where it's just like, oh, you're insane, but also you're my boss. Also, you want to talk about werewolves? How often do rich people talk about werewolves? Not as much as they should. I mean, all we need is fucking Elon Musk to be like, you know what, I'm gonna find Bigfoot, and then the case will be goddamn closed. I mean, even though Bigfoot is totally not real. I'm sorry that I'm just shattering your reality. But the reason why he's so involved in this, I think he's related to Veronica in some way, but the main thing is, he had an uncle who was a senator who had a little bit of a run-in with a werewolf. It totally scarred him for life. Not literally, because I can see how you know. But I just want to say, whenever a senator is brought up, it's never good. It's like, oh, my senator, who definitely doesn't have a couple mistresses, or is secret gay, and whatever. It's just like, oh, the senator, what have they done? Fuck. I feel like to be a senator, you have to have a little bit, you have to have at least one, like, you have to at least be, you know, some infidelity there. And he's like, I'm gonna get to the fucking bottom of this. And then the reporters was like, I'm also gonna get to the fucking bottom of this. You know, so, interesting. The cover alone is worth the fucking cover price. I skipped some stuff, so if you're into Riverdale nonsense, whatever, this fucking madhouse, definitely get this. I mean, I think I have to put this up on my wall. I think I have to. And then I'm totally not gonna go watch American Werewolf in Paris, because I totally don't still own that shit on DVD.